Hey, what is up, you guys? It is currently 12:10 in the morning, and it has been, pardon my French, one hell of a day. And I thought I'd make this video now while everything is still fresh in my mind. So, I currently woke up at 8:30, like my brain has for some reason trained itself to do. I don't know what that is, why it happens, but it always happens. My alarm could be set for like 11, doesn't matter. I always wake up within like 8 to 8:20, and for some reason I don't want to go back to sleep. It's like my brain's like, nope, that's enough sleep, you're up for the day, and it's kind of stupid. But anywho, my alarm was set for 9:50 because my first class is at 11, and I, genuinely that's enough time to get ready for the day. Woke up at, oh goodness, what time was it? I want to say I did wake up at 8:20ish, and I was sleeping off and on until about 9:15. I was like, we got 8 hours of sleep. I think it's fine. Let's just get up, because who wants to sleep for like 20 or so minutes just to get woken up? It doesn't do much for you. So I got up, showered, got myself ready. I've made it a habit now to always check my phone before I leave for class, because what if class was canceled? Well, today class was canceled. It was actually canceled last night. Well, actually, it was last night at about 12:14, about this time right now actually. That class was canceled, and I didn't read it until I got up, because I try to go to bed earlier on Sunday nights and Sunday nights and Tuesday nights, because my first class is at 10, so I try to get a good amount of sleep. But I went to bed a little earlier yesterday, like I wanted to, and about 11:30 or so, that's when I didn't even bother checking my email. But anyway, if I had stayed up a little longer, I could actually sleep in. So I wasn't going to go back to bed because I've already gotten ready for the day. There's really no point of going back to bed, because I just have to, get my hair done again. So I was already up for the day. I didn't have any other classes today. Wednesdays and Mondays are just one class, and Tuesdays and Thursdays are my busier days. And things are going to get a lot more busier, because we're adding an extra class in October, like October 20th or whatever, which I've never done before, so whatever. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Yeah. So I was up. I didn't have anything to do until 2 o'clock, because 2 to 5, I work in the library, because I hang out in the Presentation Skills Center. And essentially that's part of my COM 495 class, where we're training to be communication consultants. And basically every week we have to be there at least 3 hours, or I think at the most 3 hours, I think. So I chose Wednesdays because I didn't want to do it on Mondays. I just wanted one class on Mondays and just have it, because coming back for the weekend, you really don't want to go to class anyway, so I just thought I'd have one class. So Wednesdays, 2 to 5. Today was actually a little bit busier, because students are sharing their introduction speech first. That's always the first one. So we have some students come in there wanting to, whatever their needs might be. Today we had 2 young gals. The first one has a speech on Friday, and the second one had a speech today. She was actually, she had hers like an hour after her appointment, so I hope she did well. I think she did well. But the first one, for both of them, we actually recorded them speaking, because they wanted to watch them back on video, so I think it was beneficial. But anyway, it was kind of hectic, because the little tablet that we have to use to fill out like the notes and all the information on was being finicky, and it was stressing me out. So that happened. It was actually a pretty decent day. It was actually really gloomy out. I really like those days. Fall is finally here, thank goodness for that. But I always say this, it's fall now. From now on until spring, I should not be sweating, so take that with a grain of salt. What else did we do today? After that, I was starved. Absolutely starved. My tummy was rumbling and you could hear it. And I was like, shoot, I'm really hungry. I really had a hankering for Arby's. So about 10 minutes before I left the PSC, I placed an Arby's order. I wanted some chicky tendies and some potato cakes. So after that, I drove to the Arby's drive-thru. And here's a little rant. That Arby's is so poorly designed, laid out. I know Mount Pleasant is cramped, but putting an Arby's here, crazy, because you have the drive-thru that starts like in the front of the building. So if you're coming from CMU to the Arby's around the corner, you have to pull in, and if there's a line, you have to make like a huge U-E, and it is very poorly made. So thank goodness Arby's sandwiches are better made than their parking layout. I hope that joke got a laugh from somebody watching. But I got the food, I ate it, let my food set, and then I went to the pool. Not the Central's pool, because there's people there and I don't like people. So I went to the one by the leasing office, and I always have that one to myself because nobody uses it. The water was actually cold today. I was there for about an hour. I waddled back and I took a shower because the chlorine is really strong. And after that, I, dried off, did that, had some yogurt. Actually, that's a lie. I didn't eat yogurt tonight because I try not to eat super late. But I just finished taking apart Rivendell. It's a Lego set from Lord of the Rings. Took me 2 hours because it's a big set. Someone wants to buy it from me for $420. We're making money this weekend. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week, because I'll probably be talking about how this whole the sales worked, because I'm selling a lot of things here, selling posters and some other things. So I'll catch you guys on the flippy flop.